Flights from LAX and truly around the world to major hubs like Dubai, Doha, and Tel Aviv now canceled after this attack on Iran.
Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil continues our live team coverage. She's live at LAX with the latest on the widespread disruptions. Madison.
Tim and Irene, as chaos continues to unfold in the Middle East, we continue to see a lot of airports, a lot of travel impacted globally. That includes several travelers right here at LAX. We were just over at Tom Bradley International Terminal, and I can tell you at least 3 flights out of Dubai, Doha, and Tel Aviv that were going to arrive here at LAX today. Those have been canceled, as well as a few flights out of LAX that were heading to those destinations in the Middle East. This attack on Iran has disrupted flights across the region and beyond, leaving some travelers stranded. We actually just spoke to a mother and daughter. They were supposed to be on that flight we just mentioned, heading to Doha. They did not want to show their face on camera, talking to us about the very real fears they have this morning, thinking of their family members overseas.
We received a message yesterday at midnight that the flight was cancelled, and I'm devastated actually about the situation.
Are you worried about the safety of your family?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, I am, because we never know what's going to happen.
As we've seen in the last 24 hours, several countries around the Middle East are closing their airspace and key airports. There are, of course, a lot of security concerns this morning. We're told more than 3,400 flights have been canceled today across 7 airports in the Middle East. One airline analyst telling us that travelers should be prepared for delays and cancellations for several days as this conflict continues to develop. We're live from LAX, Madison Weil, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
No clear.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, to the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutation to the elect, to you, I say Shalom. And this, this video came out 3 days ago. Okay. I don't know what's the status now. I don't know if Dubai airport is reopening. I don't know. But just like that, you could be stranded though. Just like that. You could be stranded in a place where you don't want to be at. So we're definitely not in the time of, traveling across the globe type deal. We're not in that time. We have to lock in even more, stay in prayer. But people feeling it, man. People are worried. People are scared. People worried, you see. Somebody said, who would want to fly overseas right now? Right, that's true. It's not safe out here. Somebody said, the best thing right now for everyone is to stay at home in your own state, in your own province. While this war unfolds in the Middle East for the safety and security of yourself and your families. So I said, Dubai International Airport is the busiest airport in the world.
Following the attack near Dubai airport, flights came to a screeching halt. Hundreds of tourists were forced to sleep in shelters. Some flights have resumed, but the threat is still not completely over. Iran continues to carry out attacks. Following
Somebody said, God save them all. My prayers for Dubai. It's so sad that all decisions are from the leaders, not the people. Peace is what we need. Pray for the beautiful people in Dubai. Prayers for safety of Dubai people and cities. Well, we're not praying for you people. We do pray for the elect, but we don't pray for everybody. God is not going to save everybody. God don't love everybody. The God of the Bible, he don't love everybody. Okay, we're in a time of evil and great judgment. Okay. The scriptures say in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because the airport's going to be shut down. There are going to be checkpoints. There's going to be martial law, boots on the ground, war troops on the ground. Okay? You can't go into this city. Why? Because it's shut down. It's blocked off. We're in that time. As you can see, people is wanting peace. That's what people are longing for, right? But there's no peace being pushed out in the earth because the wicked, who is Esau, Edom, they are in rulership. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is Proverbs 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So who's ruling? Who's bearing rule? The wicked. That's why the people are mourning.
War in Iran. It is now causing hundreds. So let's talk about the war in Iran. It is now causing hundreds to thousands of Americans to be left stranded in many parts of the Middle East. I talked to two people today who say that they've been stuck in Dubai since over the weekend when all of this really started escalating. One family in particular, she told me that her son is here back in Austin. She's in Dubai with her husband. They actually got their flight canceled on Saturday morning while they were in the plane. They say they were delayed for hours until ultimately the flight got canceled and they were just put in a hotel. They say luckily they've been accommodated. They do feel space, but they also feel trapped. And on top of that, going back to the fact that her son is still here in Austin, her son actually, she told me, was a witness to the West 6th Street mass shooting, which claimed the lives of 3 people. And one of those people was Ryder Harrington, who happens to be her son's best friend.
I really wanted to be there for our son. It's just terrible situation that all this happened at the same time. So
now, I did talk to Austin Congressman Lloyd Doggett, who is in D.C. at the moment, and he explained that he's been working with 5 families, including Blaga Trinkaroffs, to get them back home. They say that the U.S. State Department is working on getting charter flights, transportation that is on their website. They're asking people to fill out forms just to get the ball rolling. So let's talk about the war in Iran.
This is Yahoo News. it says airline troubles mount as global flight cancellations top 23,000. More than half of the 36,000 scheduled flights to or from the Middle East since the 28th of February have been canceled. So yeah, man, we in that time. We're not really in that time to be traveling to different countries too. You know, so with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.